guys, I hope you're all well and keeping safe during this turbulent time. So I've got a new single coming out next week, which I'm really excited about. But for those of you who don't know me, this is going to be a little video just talking about my journey so far. And for those of you who do know me, it's going to fill in the gaps. Let's rewind back about 5 years. I was working in an office job, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It was a great job, it was well paid, the people were nice, it was friendly, I had a good time. But performing has always been my number one passion, my number one priority in life. I originally studied in musical theatre. I went to Performing Arts College in my hometown of Staffordshire, and my initial plan was to move to London and be on the stage. I had a few health problems which I don't want to bore you with, and I'm not going to bore you with, but it changed my path and suddenly I started on a different journey. I started writing and learning to play a few instruments, and even though I'd always written a few songs when I was younger, I'd never done it seriously. And then I went through a turbulent relationship, and it gave me a fire to become a professional musician, to just to improve in every aspect of my musicianship and just to be a better musician as a whole. So I quit my job and I started gigging full time and travelling, and it's one of the best decisions I've made up to now, obviously. I also started heading to open mics. I started writing with everyone and networking with anyone and just trying to kind of find my way in the game, I suppose. A few months into me speaking to different people from different walks of life about music, my EP, Now That You're Gone, was born. So I wrote a few songs, and then a friend put me in touch with the producer of the EP, Justin Johnson. He brought my songs to life. He put me in touch with other people who I co-wrote with, and yeah, the EP was born. Back then I didn't know anything about the world of music. But I released the EP in 2016 and it received a really good reception overall. It opened me up to festivals and events and gigs, and a British Country Music Award nomination for Horizon Act. I couldn't get enough of performing live, so I decided to start busking in the streets. I bought myself a busking amp and I travelled everywhere. I started doing a few days here and there. Last year in summer I'd be out 5 days a week, and I'd do gig at the weekend as well because I just loved it so much. I always describe it as my calm through the storm. It has become a massive part of my life, and I do strive to continue and to keep it a massive part of my life. In 2017 I decided to release a new single. It was called So Don't Try, and again I didn't know anything about how to promote the song, so a lot of people didn't even know that I released another song. It was from here that I decided that I really needed to find myself as an artist, and even though you are always growing and you are always striving to improve and get better, I think I just felt a little bit lost at this point. So I continued working, I continued gigging and busking and pushing myself to get better and better. In 2019, I got back in the studio with the amazing Scott Ralph, and it really gave me the fire and the buzz to start recording and releasing my own music again. And now here we are, 2020. So my first release of this year was my original song, Waiting on Water, which was written by myself and Jay Johnson. The support I received, it really overwhelmed me, the amount of streams, the amount of shares, and it touched me a little bit. I really wanted to make 2020 a productive year, and as hard as it's been so far with that thing that I'm not going to talk about, it's meant that I can focus a bit more on the business side of my releases, with help from local artists such as Jay Johnson, Scott Powell and Grant Foster, and also YouTubers like Damien Keys. It's really helped me to put a new perspective on the business side of releasing music. I really hope that you can be part of this journey with me, and I I can't wait. I can't wait to share with you my new release that comes out next week. Thanks for watching, guys, and this has been my story so far. Love you all, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.